Hey team, it's KG here, and I've got a really fun lower body workout plan for you today. All you need is a set of dumbbells, and if you don't have any, don't worry about it. We've got options for you throughout the workout. I also brought along two of my good pals, Nike Master Trainers Ryan Lauderdale, and we got Floor Beckman in the house. And we are so grateful to have their power and energy with us today. So we're gonna smoke through this workout, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight into our warm-up. I want you to take a soft bend in the knees, and we're gonna get ready to hinge down at the hips. You're gonna crawl your hands out one at a time and stopping in a high plank. From this position, I want you to inchworm in. Feet are gonna step as close as you can in towards the hands, and those hips are gonna lift up nice and high. And then you're gonna walk those feet all the way back into that high plank position, and then we reverse it. Hands will walk in towards those feet. Now you can keep a soft bend in your knees if you need them. We walk back out to that plank position. We're gonna walk the feet in towards the hands, hips lift, chin tucks. Walking in as close as you can go, and then you'll walk back out to your plank. Last time, we're gonna walk those hands all the way back towards the feet. You can hang out here for a brief second, push some weight into those heels. Think about lifting your sit bone a little bit higher. And then from this position, you're gonna walk back out into your high plank, and you'll hold here. I want you to step your right foot outside your right hand. You're gonna reach that arm all the way up to the sky in your runner's lunge, and I want you to just find a little pause. Push your weight down through your right foot, really push your left hand into the floor. Reach those right fingertips up a little bit taller, and then you'll drop your right elbow down inside the instep of the right foot as close as it can go. And it doesn't matter if it can't fully touch the floor. Reaching it back up, let's go 2 more times like that. You wanna breathe with this exercise, so really trying to open up that right hip. Good, last one. Right hand will plant down outside the right foot. You can drop the left knee down to the floor. You'll straighten out that right leg, and you want to think about pulling that right hip back. Chest is nice and lifted, getting a hamstring stretch on that right side. Now we're going to start to turn the toes. So tilt the toes up a little bit more towards your face, and you'll twist those toes side to side. It can start to feel pretty revealing about some tightness that might be lurking in your body, but we've got to expose it, guys. It's the only way we're going to get a little bit better. Always working on our mobility one day at a time. You're going to pause through center, hands plant back down on the floor. You'll sweep that leg back behind you through your high plank. Left foot steps outside, left hand, and I want you to reach that left arm all the way up to the sky. Now pause, pushing that left foot and right hand into the ground, reaching those left fingertips up a little taller. And now we'll lay that elbow down inside the instep of the foot and big reach all the way up. Let's go 2 more times like that. Beautiful. Last one here. Eye gaze following that hand. Now left foot's gonna plant down, left hand's gonna plant down, right knee drops to the floor, and you'll straighten out that left leg. We tilt the toes up to the face. Think about that chest being nice and long, like if you were wearing a necklace, I'd be able to see it. And then I want you to start to turn that foot side to side. Keep plugging that left hip back. So we're really trying to open up, find some space before we get a little bit faster and start to work a little heavier today. Whew. All right, team. From here, I want you to step back through a high plank position. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. And you're gonna softly roll yourself all the way up. We're gonna take it into your activation phase. So we've got an alternating reverse lunge with a reach. Let's step back with our right leg to start. Back knee drops towards the floor, right arm reaches up and across. You'll step back to your starting position and switch side. Left knee drops down, left arm reaches up and across. Beautiful. Let's keep alternating like that for another 30 seconds. Now, front knee is aiming to stack over that front ankle. And you really want to work on your stability from this position. We're going to have a few lunges today, so you're going to have to learn to love them. Here we go. Driving down. And you want to control getting out of the base of that move by pushing down through that front heel. Big reach of those fingertips up and across, so you stretch out that front line of the body. One more each side. Beautiful. And you're gonna pause back through center, taking those feet a little wider for some lateral hip openers. So 2 options. You can sit here with your hands on your hips, sliding those hips across a wire. Option 2, if you can come a little lower, you can creep your fingertips to the floor. But in both positions, those hips are sliding straight across. You're straightening one leg out while you're pushing all your body weight over to the other side. Really nice Stretch for those inner thighs. You're gonna get those glutes firing up, hips opening. You've got 10 seconds. And we're gonna start to speed it up a little bit. I know you guys are ready to rock today. You got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly roll yourself up. Feet are gonna start to come together. Now we're taking it to a 3-step run. We're only here for 20 seconds. It looks a little something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the first few times you pace through it, maybe you go a little slower. Then you start to get that confidence and you speed it up. All right, let's hit it in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So as that knee drives up, opposite arm is there to meet it. Good. Here we go, team. Okay, now you got it, 10 seconds. You can start to speed it up a little bit. Your next drill coming will be fast feet in place in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, fast feet in place, in and out, 20 seconds. Now your goal is to move like Ryan, okay? You wanted that chest still lifted. You've got bent knees the whole time. Low fast feet, you get a little rest after this. Come on, push for 8, 7, 6, let's go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, woo! Okay, workout's done, see you later. Okay, we're gonna do those 2 drills one more time. Now that you know what you're doing, bring out that real spice, right? 3-step run, here we go, in 3, 2, and 1, let's get it. 20 seconds, come on, it's go time. Boom, make those arms nice and dynamic. Okay, show us that you came to really train today. Push, you got 10. That fast feet run is coming. You might have seen how Ryan was moving his arms in this fast feet run, so you can try that out this round. Ready? Here we go. Move those arms. So once you got those feet, okay, fast feet, fast feet, fast feet, arms moving as an addition. If the arms get confusing for you, you hold them in place. Here we go. Burn it out, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake that off. And let's get ready to party. Guys, we've got your strength circuit hitting you. We're gonna go through 2 different circuits, 2 rounds of each. We work 40 seconds, we rest for 20, okay? Same formula throughout, so you know exactly what you're doing. Now, the first exercise will be a dumbbell reverse lunge. You're gonna have a side carry with those dumbbells, otherwise option to take no dumbbells, okay? We're gonna stay on our right leg stepping back for the first 40 seconds, then we'll change it over. So just like you practice in the warm-up, strong step back, step those feet together, and you're staying on that same leg. Here we go, 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna drop your weight down, push through that front foot to step back together. So this round is all about getting the rhythm and control. You want those weights staying down by your side. Let them work with you to pull your shoulders down, okay? Think about that chest being nice up and open. Really dropping that back knee down towards the floor. Front knee stacking over that front ankle. Good. Use your breath. Now, the more you push down through that front foot, the more of a connection you'll get up towards that left glute. We're gonna change leg in 5, 4, it's a straight changeover, don't milk a recovery. You got 3, 2, and 1. As soon as that right foot steps there, you take that left leg back. Good, drive it up. Gorgeous, team. So if you went dumbbells on the first side, you have to stay dumbbells on the second side. That's the rule. Good, chest staying super lifted. Okay, really controlling your range. You've got 20 seconds. Let's go. Here we go. You got 12. Big push, driving down through that right heel to come all the way up. 6, 5, little rest is coming in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, you keep those dumbbells with you unless you need to drop them down for a little break for your wrists. You've got dumbbell front squats. So feet will step out a little wider than your hips. Toes angle out ever so slightly. Dumbbells are gonna come to a front rack position. Sit your butt back and down. Drive all the way up. Again, option, no dumbbells. You'll clasp your hands at your chest. We're going 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. You've also got an option if you just want to drop to 1 dumbbell. Okay, you can hold it from either side. Plenty of options for you to stay in the work with us today. So as you're sitting down and back, you want to keep your chest nice and lifted. Think about loading that weight back into the heels, knees tracking out over those toes. 20 seconds, guys. Now, I love a front load because you get extra bang for your buck on that core, but it also really helps you keep your chest lifted. You've got 10 seconds, then you're gonna get a little break, Here we go. Come on, drive down with control. Push up and away from the floor. One more rep. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna softly bend those knees, place those dumbbells just down to the side, and we're gonna bring those beautiful bodies down to the floor. We've got a single leg glute bridge hold, and we're gonna bend the legs. So lying down, leave your head on the floor, fingertips reach towards your heels, lift up into your glute bridge, and then take your left foot off the floor with a 90-degree bend. Now hold. This is where we're gonna be working 20 seconds, and then we'll switch, so just hold. All you're thinking about while that left leg is lifted is your right glute. So let it start to serenade you. Let it start to really get in there. It's gonna speak some kind words to you, okay? So how can we get a little more? I want you to think about fully planting your right foot, pulling back through your right heel. You've got a switch coming in 3, 2, and 1. Left foot down, right foot up. Same thing, push that left foot into the floor, pull back through that left heel like you were sliding energy up towards your hips. Woo! Hello. Yeah. All right. You got 6. Break is coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant that right foot down and roll your hips back down to the floor. Roll yourself up. It's a short recovery, 20 seconds, and we're going into round 2 of Strength Circuit 1. That reverse lunge gets a knee drive added to it, okay? So we'll start with the right leg stepping back again. Reverse lunge, controlling up into a knee drive. Staying on that same leg, 40 seconds, dumbbells or no dumbbells in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So dropping down, driving up. Good. Now, if you need to tap your right foot down in between, that's totally fine, okay? This might be a completely new movement pattern for you. So we're working on stability. As you drive that right knee up, see if you can really anchor your weight down through that left foot and try and use your abs to pull that right knee up, okay? So make it a conscious decision that as that leg pulls up, it's not just driving from your hip flexor. Weights are still helping you keep those shoulders down. Chest is nice and upright. Here we go. We're changing side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it over. Nice, smooth transition. Now remember, each side is going to be a little different. Your stability is typically more confident on one side than the other. So try and pick a fixed point to watch, okay? So that's going to help you get your balance. And always think about coming back to your breath and the stability through that grounded foot to really keep your balance. Good job, guys. Now that front knee, you're not letting it track inwards, so it's still tracking out over those toes. 10 seconds, you're gonna get a little break. You guys are doing great. Here we go, drive that knee up. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can drop those dumbbells down if you need a little break. Otherwise, keep holding on to them because we've got those front squats. Nothing changing with these ones. So set those feet up a little bit wider than your hips. If you went no dumbbells for the first round and you're ready for a little more challenge, maybe you'll pick them up for this round. Otherwise, front rack position, elbows are nice and tight, 40 seconds in 2 and 1. Let's go. Sit that butt down and back. Push through those heels to drive all the way up. Remembering our key cues, knees tracking over those toes, chest nice and lifted. So core is engaged as you're sitting back, and you want to really drive from the base of that movement using an exhale and a drive from the heels. Gorgeous, team. Let's go. 12 seconds. Come on, you got 8, 7, right through. Break coming in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, dumbbells to the side. Bring yourself down to the floor. This time we're taking our glute bridge into a march. So we really prepped you for that the first round. Again, set those hips up first. Fingertips reach to the heels. You lift up into your glute bridge. This time we'll be taking that bent leg motion into a march, switching one at a time. 3, 2, and 1. So we've got 40 seconds here. What are we trying to do? Switch out the feet without disrupting the hips. So we've got to squeeze those glutes. You've got to take a moment to firmly plant your foot into the floor before you lift the other one up. Now keep that head nice and relaxed. Leave a little space between your chin and your chest. Good, and you can really work your arms at the same time by pressing them intensely into the floor. Now each time your foot switches out, try and push a little sturdier into the floor so you can really feel those glutes firing up. And with this march, we're getting a little bit of extra ab work. You got 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll yourself all the way down. Woo! Nice job, team. How are we feeling, guys? Good? Okay, we've graduated into strength circuit number 2. So you're gonna bring yourself back up to stand. We're going into a dumbbell deadlift. So if you wanna drop your dumbbells, you'll do the same motion, but just taking fingertips down, okay? Just grazing past your shins. Otherwise, grab your dumbbells. Try the first couple of repetitions with us. So soft bend in the knees, feet about hip width apart, dumbbells in front of you, and like you're gonna shave your legs, you wanna keep them nice and close, long flat back, and depending on your range, you're gonna be able to go a little deeper, or you might stop a little higher. The priority is a flat back. Okay, here we go, 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So it's all from that hinge at the hips, and you think about that back staying long and flat. The moment that you feel like you can't keep your back flat anymore, that's when you know you're at your end range. Okay, so what are we working? Posterior chain, or the back line of those legs. So think about hamstrings and glutes. Now keep your shoulders back, and each time when you come to the top, there's a slight tilt of that pelvis in, but not an exaggerative tuck. Okay, so you'll squeeze your glutes a little at the top, but nothing too crazy. Keeping that soft bend in the knees all the time, pulling those lower abs in towards your body. Guys, gorgeous. Give me one more repetition and hold here. Okay, taking it to a sumo squat this round. Options to drop your weight. Otherwise, feet come nice and wide. Toes angle out ever so slightly. We're going front rack. You can also just drop one dumbbell and keep one in your hand. You're gonna sit down, knees tracking super wide, driving all the way back up. We got 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So dropping down, pushing up. So once we change the range of our squat, so taking it into this sumo position, you're gonna get to work those inner thighs a little bit more, okay? So really important, knees tracking out over those toes, chest stays nice and lifted, and your back will actually stay more upright in this position than it did in that front squat. Gorgeous. So whether or not you're using weight, super effective drill to train the lower body. Good, keep pushing through those heels to drive all the way up. You've got 5 seconds. Little break coming in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet together. Gently place those weights down. We're coming back down to the floor. That single leg glute bridge with a crunch. I know, why not? Glutes and abs. So we're gonna set up this time. Left foot will stay on the floor. So start from your hip bridge. Right leg will pop up. Left hand behind the head. You'll crunch up and over, hips staying lifted the whole time. At 20 seconds, it's a direct trade out to the other side. All right, team, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Crunching elbow. So left elbow to that right knee, and then extending that right leg away from you. Your right arm pressing firmly into the floor, left foot pressing firmly into the floor, so you're working that left glute and really getting the right oblique. Now see how much of a rotation you can make with that upper body across. Here we go. Switching side in 2 and 1. Straight changeover. Drive it in, extend that leg out, and if the extension is too much for you, you can just keep that leg still and practice crossing your elbow over. You've still got that single leg glute bridge hold, so you're gonna be really feeling that work. Woo! Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, team. Okay, roll it up. That was round 1 and 2. So round 2, it's gonna stay pretty much the same, just with a little more spice. So that deadlift, we're gonna add a little pulse at your end range. So quick demo. You'll hinge at those hips, soft bend in the knees coming all the way down. Lift, drop back to your end range, then drive all the way up. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So think about peeling those shoulder blades back and together. That's gonna help you keep those shoulders nice and open. And then every time, it's that tilt at the hips. So if you're not confident with your deadlift, a great place to start is with no dumbbells and just really practicing that hinge motion at the hips. Good. Keep those dumbbells or hands really close towards your shins. And every single repetition, you want to remind yourself of those cues, okay? You just got to keep laying it in there like it's a total framework. Here we go. Good. Push through those heels to drive up. You've got one more repetition here. And recover, 20 seconds. Sumo squat. This time we're going to hold down the bottom. I know. And we're going to add a heel lift. So you can drop those weights if you need to. Otherwise, they're front racked. You'll be in a wide position. You'll hold down here the whole time. and it's an alternating heel lift, okay? So right heel lifts, it drops down, left heel lifts, it drops down. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1, let's work. So knees will be tracking out over the toes the whole time. Back is nice and upright, abs are engaged. Okay, so in this hold, you're gonna feel quite a lot of burn, right? There's no relief moment at the top. You're ready for this, okay? You've been training for this. Good. Stay with it. Okay, can you get up a little higher onto those toes? You guys have got 15 seconds. Let's use it. Okay, if you can drop 1 inch lower, now's the time. Let's go. We're gonna place these dumbbells down after this. You've got 7, 6, 5. How are we feeling, team? 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are confirmed feeling. All right, step those feet together. You can place those weights down. We're gonna bring it back to that glute bridge crunch. Last little bit before we hit a finisher. So rolling yourself down, fingertips reach to heels, hips lift up, left foot's gonna pop up off the floor this time, right hand behind the ear. We're crossing right elbow, left knee, 20 seconds, let's go. Drive and extend. Drive and extend. So don't get so caught up with the crunch that you forget about the glute work that's happening. Okay, it's all about the right glute right now. Now, driving up and across, there we go, elbow to knee. That's your second priority after that glute work. We're switching leg in 2 and 1. Left foot comes down, right goes up. Quick change of the hands. Beautiful. Good. Now don't just use the head and the hand tugging on each other to drive up. I want that lift to come from that left shoulder blade coming up and off the floor. You guys have 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right foot down. Brief moment here. Don't get too cozy because we've got a finisher. Guys, this one's gonna be fun. You're gonna come back up to standing position. We've got a ladder format for you. So 2 exercises, you're gonna keep laddering up higher and higher. So again, options with the dumbbells if you don't wanna use them. The reverse lunge that we practiced in the beginning, okay, and this was the whole point of practicing, so you'd feel super confident with it now. You'll take 1 reverse lunge on each side, bend your knees, place those dumbbells down. It'll be 1 lateral bound going each way. You bend your knees, grab those dumbbells again. Then we take 2 lunges, okay? So 2 on each side. Dumbbells will come down. You go 2 lateral bounds on each side, okay? So you're counting them as rounds. A left and a right equals 1. You're trying to ladder as high as you can in 90 seconds, okay? So spend the first few getting your form set. Then you're gonna really gun for it because this should be the climax of your workout, okay? You need to really, really push in this 90 seconds. So climb up as high as you can. Be ambitious with those numbers. Set a goal in your mind and have something to chase. All right, everyone, grab those dumbbells if you're using them, and we are getting ready to work. You're gonna take those first couple of rounds super smooth and controlled. Then I want you to open the floodgates and hit us with the speed. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1, let's work. So you're gonna go 1 reverse lunge on each side. You'll gently place your dumbbells down, 1 lateral bound each side. You grab those dumbbells again, you take it into 2s. Okay, so remember this finisher is at your pace, it is your number. But I want you to make it a challenge for you, okay? So with your lateral bound, find a nice stick each and every time. Try and smooth up the transitions each time you grab those dumbbells. Guys, just for a cue, you're already 30 seconds in, okay? So think about the number you're at now and then gauge whether you need to dial it up a little bit more if you're gonna be really pushing to that number you set in your mind in the beginning. Woo! Let's go. Okay, you got 45 seconds. That's it, let's get to work. 35, oh my gosh. The time is running away, right? At first you're like 90 seconds, and then you realize it's actually not that long. Chest stays up in those lateral bounds. My team out here working hard, you got 22 seconds. Come on, push right through, push right through. We got 15. All the way, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, let's go, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Check it out. That went fast. How are we feeling, team?
Good.
Numbers?
Waterworks. Got
Waterworks?
5.
Got 5. 4, 5. Awesome. So my team got to 5s, right? If you at home got to a 4, 6, whatever number you got to, that's where you start, even if you didn't complete that round. So you'll start at 5 repetitions. That's 5 reverse lunges each leg. 5 lateral bounds each leg. You're trying to get all the way down to 1 within 90 seconds. All right, grab those weights if you were using them. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's work. So you're taking it from the top of your ladder and you're trying to work all the way down. Now, form is going to be my priority for you. Okay, so check your ego. Don't you ever let your ego get in the way of hard work. So these guys, they're always committed to their form first, right? So in those lunges, they're still focusing back knee driving down each time. In those bounds, they've got a nice little stick pattern so that they can really get those glutes firing, okay? So when you land, you've got that stability moment. Team, you have 55 seconds. You better be burning down that ladder. Oh, you better be coming for that stretch. Come on, let's go. Chasing your number. Every second counts in your finisher. Here we go. You got under 40 seconds of work, so you've passed the halfway mark. 30. Come on, let's get it together. You push all the way to the end. You do not quit early. If you get down to 1 rep of each and you finish, you get an extra recovery. Good job. I feel like floor is closing in on it. Woo! 15 seconds. Let's work. Come on, team, you got 8, 7, 6, 5, all the way through in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job.
Hey.
Let's go. Glutes should be chatting to you, okay? Guys, good job. How are we feeling? Did you beat your ladder? I know Ryan got there. Hey, the coolest thing about the ladders is so much of the time my favorite part is not beating it, so I'm constantly thinking about it. And I'm making little tweaks and I'm practicing so I can keep going after it. And as your fitness improves, those top numbers will keep getting higher. All right, let's take it down to the floor for a stretch because you guys definitely deserve it. We're gonna start with a figure 4 stretch. So lying down, cross your right foot over that left knee, just outside it. Pop the left foot off the floor. We'll take a little twist first with a piriformis stretch. So hands around the right knee, draw it up to your right shoulder, still holding that figure 4 shape, but really using that left knee into the right foot to get a deep, deep glute stretch first. Breathe. Now hands come around the back of the left thigh, open that right knee out, feeling that right hip release a little bit more. And I want you to breathe into that space there. Again, using that connection between left knee, right foot to get a little bit more by pushing them into each other. And we'll do a direct changeover while we're lying down here. So place those feet down. Left foot crosses just outside that right knee. Open the left knee out first. Pop the right foot off the floor. Hands around the left knee. Draw it up to that left shoulder. And then use the right knee and the left foot to gauge how much of a stretch you want in there. So feeling a really, really deep release all through here. Hugging that knee up as close as you can to your shoulder. You might get a little more in the inner thigh, the adductor area. And then hands around the back of the right thigh. Open that left knee out. And feel that stretch and release into the hip. Breathe into this position for 3, 2, and 1. From here, I want you to hug your knees into your chest. Use it as a little rock and roll to come up and over into a quick hip flexor stretch. Right foot will step through first. Left knee on the floor. Squeeze your left glute. Push your right foot into the floor. Reach that left arm up and across. Feeling that left hip flexor release. And we'll trade it out. Left foot steps through. Again, squeeze the right glute, push the left foot into the floor, reach that right arm up, and big stretch over. You can drop that knee back behind you. Tuck those toes so you lift your hips nice and high into a down dog position. Hips really pushing back. You can probably see that you've got a bit more better mobility now. Heels might reach the floor a little easier. You're gonna walk those hands back towards your feet one at a time. Soft bend through the knees to gently roll your body all the way up. And team, that's your workout today. Thank you from myself, Floor, and Ryan. These guys are working hard. I know you were working hard with us at home, and we'll see you at the next workout.